Jimin is very sad, and this is the reason why Jungkook made him cry. No one is ever ready to see Jimin cry, especially because of Jungkook, his best friend, bandmate, and comrade-in-arms. Yet, this is the reality stirring the emotions of millions of ARMYs around the world. What really happened behind this emotional moment? Why was one whisper from Jungkook enough to make Jimin sob in gratitude? These questions now echo widely, leaving a deep sense of curiosity. This event started from a simple yet monumental moment at the end of their military service. Without official cameras, without media spotlight, witnessed only by several comrades from the 5th Division, Jungkook approached Jimin with teary eyes. He held Jimin's shoulders tightly, whispering a sentence that immediately froze Jimin. Jimin's lips trembled, his eyes welled up, before a bittersweet smile full of meaning appeared on his face. In a matter of seconds, the atmosphere changed drastically, from warmth to piercing emotion. What exactly did Jungkook whisper? Why was Jimin's reaction so deep? Was it merely a farewell, or was there a big secret behind the tears? ARMYs around the world didn't take long to speculate. Social media filled with theories, from promises to protect each other to secret projects that would shake the entertainment world once they returned. Eyewitness information suggested that Jungkook's words were not just ordinary emotional expressions. He made a promise that no matter what happened in the future, after the stage lights, after the camera flashes, after all the hustle of fame, their bond would not change. A silent commitment to protect each other, to never forget who they truly are. This moment resonated even more when, during an internal soldier farewell event, Jungkook was given a chance to speak in front of all 5th Division comrades. With a trembling voice, he said, "I know many are waiting for us out there, but more than that, I know there is someone here who makes me feel I am never alone." His gaze locked onto Jimin, and instantly the entire room was engulfed in emotional silence. Many soldiers bowed their heads, trying to hide their tears. Jungkook's statement seemed to confirm that their bond was more than just professional. They were a family brought together by dreams and long struggles. What flowed between them was not just friendship, but a bond forged by years of facing challenges together. Speculation ran even wilder when several sources claimed that Jungkook's whisper was related to a secret project they had long planned. Strong rumors mentioned that during their military service, they secretly worked on a duet mini-album. Lyrics were written during breaks, melodies composed at midnight, big dreams nurtured in silence. If true, this would not just be an ordinary comeback, it would be the greatest gift for the loyal ARMYs who waited. Even more surprisingly, other rumors stated it wasn't just an album, but also a small, intimate, exclusive concert being planned. Not in a grand stadium, but in a small theater in Seoul, where they could sing new and old songs with sincerity felt up close. If true, it would be an even more emotional moment than any large-scale concert they had ever held. Adding weight to the rumor, Bang Si-hyuk, founder of HYB, in a recent interview gave a subtle signal. When asked about a special project possibility between Jungkook and Jimin, he only smiled slightly and said, "Some promises are more beautiful when realized without many words." That sentence, though ambiguous, was enough to make ARMYs even more convinced that something big was being prepared. For ARMYs, this news felt like an emotional roller coaster. On one hand, they were happy to hear good news about their idol's closeness and future plans. On the other hand, they were also engulfed in sadness witnessing the fragile, tearful moment between Jungkook and Jimin. It was a mixed feeling hard to explain, a combination of hope, emotion, joy, and fear of the changes ahead. Now, with only a few days left before they officially complete their military service, the whole world holds its breath. Not just ARMYs, but even the public who had only known BTS from afar could feel the emotional waves. Jimin and Jungkook are not just returning as artists, they are coming back as stronger, more mature individuals, with a bond unbroken by time or distance. Still, one big question lingers in the air. What exactly did Jungkook whisper to Jimin? Will we one day hear the story behind the whisper directly from their lips? Or, like many other precious things in life, will it remain a small secret between two hearts that understand each other without many words? Until that moment arrives, the world can only wait. Wait for them to come home. Wait for them to speak. Or maybe just wait to feel the miracle they are sure to bring back from this long journey. However, amid this surging wave of emotions, one fundamental question must not be ignored. How far do we truly understand the truth behind all this news? Did the emotional event showing Jimin crying and Jungkook whispering a sacred promise really happen as reported? Or is this merely a narrative deliberately built to create public euphoria, attract media attention, and maintain relevance amid the harsh global entertainment world? In the digital era flooded with endless information, it is important for all of us, especially armies and news enthusiasts, to develop healthy skepticism. It must be realized that the information we summarized comes from various secondary sources, such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and several other online media. These sources, though rich in insights and perspectives, are also prone to distortion, dramatization, and even potential narrative fabrication. Are we truly sure that the eyewitnesses reporting the whisper moment were really at the scene? Is there concrete evidence, official documentation, or direct statements from the involved parties supporting the story's truth? Or are we merely lulled by fragments of information filtered through fan emotions and expectations? Thus, when facing such news, we invite you all to reflect deeply. Have we, as readers, scrutinized the truth behind every piece of information? Are we critical enough to question the motivations behind the spread of this narrative? And more importantly, do we understand how powerful social media is in shaping collective perceptions, even without solid evidence? Undeniably, the narrative of Jungkook's emotional whisper to Jimin has tremendous appeal. It touches our emotional side, stirs nostalgia for BTS's long journey, and ignites great hopes for their future. But precisely because of its emotional power, we must be even more cautious in digesting its truth. We must realize that in a world where public attention is a valuable commodity, emotional stories are often built, reinforced, even fabricated to maintain audience engagement. Is it possible this is part of a deliberate communication strategy? Or is it a pure narrative born from the intimacy of two true friends who have weathered storms together? We invite you to dig deeper. Is there an official source, such as a statement from Big Hit Music or HYB Corporation, confirming this event? Why, until now, has all circulating information only come from rumors and unverifiable eyewitness accounts? Have we, unknowingly, become part of a mechanism spreading information that may not be true, simply because we so badly want it to be real? Facing such information, it is important for us to balance our love for BTS with our responsibility as information consumers. Love and admiration must not prevent us from questioning, scrutinizing, and confirming the truth. Let's dig deeper. Are our current emotions, gratitude, happiness, sadness, and hope truly born from truth? Or have we been manipulated by a narrative designed to stir feelings without a solid factual foundation? Amid this ocean of speculation, we must strengthen our media literacy principles. Verify sources. Find out who first spread the information and whether the source is credible. Check consistency. Compare with information from trusted media and observe if there are inconsistencies in the built narrative. Hold emotions. Do not immediately believe information just because it fits our personal hopes or desires. As we emphasize, information regarding Jungkook's emotional whisper to Jimin comes from various social media sources that are not fully verified. We realize that the beauty of the story is very captivating, but we are also responsible for reminding that there has been no official confirmation from the relevant parties, and everything currently circulating should be treated as a possibility, not a certainty. Thus, we invite you, dear readers, to reflect. Do you choose to fully believe in the magic of this story? Or do you prefer to wait for official confirmation before drawing conclusions? Do you feel it is important to maintain a balance between hope and critical thinking in loving your idols? Ultimately, there is nothing wrong in feeling touched and happy over such a beautiful story. However, being smart and critical fans is our highest form of respect for the idols we love. Because they too, like us, deserve the space to speak their own life stories, without always being burdened by narratives that might not be theirs. Until that moment arrives, let's celebrate Jimin and Jungkook's extraordinary journey with love, respect, and critical awareness. Let's continue to love with full consciousness. And most importantly, let's be part of a global community that is not only full of spirit, but also full of integrity. Thank you for reading and reflecting with us.